Alright everyone, good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025 at 09:54. And today we have a serious day one outlook that we need to take a look at. We now have a high risk in effect, a 5 out of 5. We have a high risk for parts of Arkansas, a little bit of Mississippi, Tennessee, Illinois, Missouri, and Kentucky have that high risk. Going into the marginal risk, we've got parts of Arkansas, a little bit of Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri under that moderate risk. Going into the enhanced risk, we've got it extending from Texas through Arkansas, Mississippi, a little bit of Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, up into Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, down in Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma. So that's the enhanced risk. Slight risk, we've got Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, a little bit of West Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, a little bit of Wisconsin, Missouri, a little bit of Iowa. I meant to say Illinois for that. And then we got a teeny bit of Kansas under the slight risk, and then Oklahoma having the slight risk as well. And of course, we have Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, a little bit of extreme Western Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York State, Michigan, Wisconsin. We have Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma having the marginal risk. So, we have a very busy day today. Unfortunately, we have a high risk. So let's see what we've got here. We have Memphis, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, Bartlett, and South Haven under a high risk. Louisville, Little Rock, Evansville, Clarksville, and Bloomington under the moderate risk. Chicago, Dallas, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Fort Worth under the enhanced risk. Detroit, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Akron, and Grand Rapids under the slight risk. Tulsa, Pittsburgh, Madison, Huntsville, and Killeen under the marginal risk. So yes, it's going to be a very busy day today. Let's go on to the tornado threat for today. And yes, this website will reset on me a couple times during this video. That will not be me. We have this 30% hatched tornado threat for parts of Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky having the hatched 30%. Hatched 15% goes from Louisiana through Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and Missouri. Hatched 15% we've got going from Texas over in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, a teeny bit of Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. Those states there are under the 15% hatched. 5% we have Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia a little bit, Ohio, up into Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, teeny bit of Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. And then the 5% we have going from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York State, up into Michigan, Wisconsin, a little bit of Illinois, a little bit of Iowa, Missouri, a little bit of Kansas, and a little bit of Oklahoma having that 5% as well. So like I said, we have a significant severe today. So cities that are impacted today will be Indianapolis, Memphis, Nashville, St. Louis, and Cincinnati under the significant severe. Memphis, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, Bartlett, and South Haven under the 30% hatched. Louisville, Little Rock, Evansville, Clarksville, and Bloomington under the 15% hatched. We have Indianapolis, Nashville, St. Louis, Cincinnati, and Lexington Fayette under the 10% hatched. Chicago, Dallas, Detroit, Columbus, and Milwaukee under the 5%. And Fort Worth, Pittsburgh, Madison, Huntsville, and Waco under the 2%. So I definitely will say 30% hatched, you will definitely see an EF4, EF5 tornado could be possible in that area. 15% hatched, you could see an EF3 plus tornado possible. 10% hatched, you could see a EF2 plus tornado possible. 5%, you could see a EF1 tornado possible. There it goes, it reset on me, that was not me. And 2%, you could see a brief EF0, maybe an EF1 tornado possible. So please be mindful of wherever you are, a tornado could be possible today. Going on to the damaging wind threat, we have a 30% hatched across parts of Arkansas, a little bit of never mind. Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. Those states are under the 30% hatched. 15% we have across parts of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, a little bit of West Virginia, Ohio, a little bit of Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, a little bit of Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. 5% we have parts of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, parts of West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio. And actually, yeah, a teeny bit of Ohio has that. Up in New York State, Michigan, Wisconsin, bits of Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma have that 5% as well. So anyway, let's see what we've got for today. Cities that will see damaging winds. Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Memphis have the significant severe. Chicago, Indianapolis, Columbus, Memphis, and Nashville under the 30% hatch. Dallas, Detroit, Fort Worth, Milwaukee, and Cleveland under the 15%. And Tulsa, Pittsburgh, Madison, Huntsville, and Killeen under the 5%. So, for the 30% area, you could see damaging wind gusts of 60 to 85 miles per hour possible. Please be mindful that is a possibility. 15% you could see damaging wind gusts of 60 to 80 miles per hour. And 5% you could just see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So please be mindful that the damaging winds could be a possibility for you today. Now, today's hail risk. We've got a 30% hatched for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana. Those states have that 30% hatched. 15% hatched you have from Texas, Louisiana, going into Oklahoma, and only up here in Illinois, Indiana, and a little bit of Ohio. Normal 15% we have from Michigan, out in Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio, down into Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and part of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and a little bit of Iowa having that too. So yes, we do have that. And then the 5% we have from Texas through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, a bit of Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, Michigan, Wisconsin, a little bit of Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So yes, we do have that risk here today. So, we have Dallas, Indianapolis, Memphis, Fort Worth, and Nashville under the significant severe. Dallas, Indianapolis, Memphis, Fort Worth, and Nashville under the 30% hatched. Chicago, Detroit, Columbus, Milwaukee, and Cleveland under the 15%. And Tulsa, Madison, Huntsville, Killeen, and Midland under the 5%. So, 30% hatched. You could see damaging hail of 1 to 4 inches possible. 15% you could see 1 to 3 inch hail possible. And 5% you could just see 1 to 2 inch hail possible. So please be mindful that you do have hail threat today for anybody who may be in those areas. Anyway, summary for today says a tornado outbreak is expected today and tonight for parts of the lower Mississippi Valley into the mid-South and lower Ohio Valley. Numerous tornadoes, along with multiple EF3 plus tornadoes, appear likely. In addition to tornadoes, significant severe wind gusts and large hail to very large hail will be possible across a broad area from North Texas northeastward to the southern Great Plains. So there you go. That is our risks for today. There's today's hail risk, today's wind risk, today's tornado risk, and our day 1 outlook. So I do really hope you stay weather aware and stay safe. Please make sure you monitor the skies. Make sure you have multiple ways of getting... there you go, the website reset. I did not do that. Please make sure you have multiple ways of getting notified of severe weather alerts. Whether that would be NOAA Weather Radio, your cell phone, your TV, your internet source, whatever it is that you get severe weather alerts from. Even when you go to bed tonight, I would recommend sleeping in your safe place. So that way you don't even have to move if you're under a tornado warning. But anyway, that's going to be it for me for now. I will see you later on for going over the Day 2 outlook. So stay safe, everybody, and stay weather aware.